If you thought Danny B's case had some serious twists, wait until you hear what's next. We're turning the page to Buzzkill 2, The Joggernaut Falls. From Murder Jogger Tropes, Case 2 in our investigative series, and diving into the suspicious death of Billy Beedle, a man as eccentric as he was energetic. Let's break down what we know, what the bugs are telling us, and what clues might point to a killer with more than just a grudge. Our victim is Billy Beedle, self-described fitness enthusiast, self-proclaimed joggernaut, and shoe salesman by trade. Billy was found dead on September 15th, just off a quiet park trail discovered by an early morning jogger. The scene was deceptively tranquil, sunny, warm, a typical early fall morning in Nebraska. But what lay beneath the shrub layer told a different story. Billy was wearing a red t-shirt, black shorts, and one gray tennis shoe. He was in an advanced state of decomposition, surrounded by insect activity, specifically maggots and carrion beetles. Detective Benny Murphy was called to the scene, along with forensic entomologist Kyle Lawson. And once again it was clear that the insects might have more to say than the humans around them. This wasn't your usual park jogger death, far from it. Key clues include a business card for a dating site called Silverfish, a note on the body reading, quote, "Silverfish date breakfast 8," end quote, possibly a meeting time, a torn handwritten note found several feet from the body, quote, "Joggernaut, not jogger anymore, good riddance," end quote, and of course insect evidence, with Kyle noting maggots and rove beetles already in full swing. The cause of death? Strangulation, which tells us this was no accident. Billy wasn't just jogging in the wrong place at the wrong time. Someone wanted him dead. Kyle's expertise came in clutch once again. Here's what we know from his analysis. The oldest maggots were collected, and they were second instars of Califera vomitoria. Given their development and average temperatures, Kyle estimated Billy had been dead for 4 to 5 days. This placed the time of death around September 10th or 11th, well before the body was discovered. The insect colonization was consistent with a body left undisturbed, suggesting Billy wasn't moved after death, but he was deliberately hidden, partly covered by an old shrub. Kyle put it best, sometimes insects are better witnesses than people, and in this case, they're giving us our first timeline. Who exactly was Billy Beedle? Well, he was divisive. Depending on who you ask, he was either a quirky, misunderstood jogger or an arrogant, disruptive attention seeker. At his book club, he annoyed members by trying to sell shoes and dominating discussions. At the Ren Fair, he was known to interrupt performances, correct actors on historical accuracy, and rant about his failed dating life. On Silverfish dating website, he was, quote, "Joggernaut," end quote, targeting younger women and ranting about his lack of matches. He had become increasingly vocal, online and in person, about his disappointment with the Silverfish dating site. What started as a dating dream had turned into a spiral of frustration and public complaints. Now here's where it gets interesting. Several individuals had the motive and opportunity to silence Billy. Evelyn Sampson, his final Silverfish date, found him arrogant and obsessed with fitness. She rejected him after their Renaissance Fair meetup. Hannah, a fellow book club member, openly mocked Billy's obsession with jogging and historical reenactment. She even joked online that, quote, "someone sick of his athletic shoe knowledge probably did it," end quote. The Queen, the Ren Fair performer, humiliated Billy publicly, leading to what some described as, quote, "wounded pride," end quote. And then there's Miranda and Hank, employees at Silverfish dating site, who were caught discussing fake user profiles and even plans to discredit Billy by fabricating a criminal record. Someone clearly wanted to shut Billy up and possibly protect their own image or business in the process. Just like with Danny's case, the insects are doing more than just feeding, they're revealing the truth. Based on the post-mortem interval, PMI, the maggot stage tells us Billy had been dead for 4 to 5 days, placing his death on or around September 10th or 11th. The body placement, based on that, the consistent colonization suggests he died where he was found. The carrion beetles and predatory activity confirm active decay, which syncs with environmental temperature records. Timeline confirmation helps eliminate or confirm alibis from suspects who claimed not to have seen Billy since the Ren Fair. Here's what Benny and Kyle need to focus on or could focus on moving forward. First up is get Silverfish dating website server records. Who was messaging Billy leading up to the breakfast date? Was someone catfishing him? Second, interview Evelyn again. She's the last known person to go on a date with him. Third, cross-reference bugs with weather logs. Confirm environmental conditions for accurate PMI. Fourth, track the origin of the threatening note. Jogger, not jogger anymore. Sounds personal and knowledgeable. Investigate the shrub. Was it used to cover the body deliberately? And most importantly, follow the insects. They've told us a lot already, but toxicology tests on the larva might reveal even more, like possible sedatives or poison used before the strangulation. Billy Beedle thought he was a force to be reckoned with, a joggernaut, but someone disagreed enough to silence him forever. Whether it was a romantic date gone wrong, a business scandal buried in lies, or a long simmering grudge from the Ren Fair, the truth is crawling out of the woodwork, literally. And as always, we'll be watching closely with Benny and Kyle. Stay tuned and remember, dead men may tell no tales, but flies do.